This man, Wade Barrett, goes one-on-one with Sheamus at No Forgiveness this Sunday. But tonight, he will go one-on-one with the United States champion, Alberto Del Rio. Early in the show, we saw both of these men's opponents, JBL for Del Rio and Sheamus for Barrett, go one-on-one in which JBL was victorious. Will Alberto Del Rio be able to beat Wade Barrett? Or will Barrett be able to beat Del Rio? What's going to happen? Del Rio is the United States champion, but Barrett's a superstar on the rise. You got to think if he wins here, he'll be in line for a United States championship match no matter who the champion is. And you got to think who will come out victorious at No Forgiveness, either Sheamus or Wade Barrett. He's got to be pretty up there in the United States championship contender list. But we're not talking about contenders with this man. This man is the champion, the United States champion. He said he was born in Mexico, made in America, and he said through all this harassment that JBL's given him about being an illegal immigrant, Del Rio says he's proud to be in America. He loves America, and that's where he wants to stay. JBL thinks he's an illegal immigrant and should go back to Mexico for some reason, but I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see a great match at No Forgiveness, and I hope Del Rio comes on top just because he's really a symbol of how you can come to this country and work hard and the American dream comes true. We'll see whose American dream will come true. We have two foreign-born superstars going at it right now. We'll see who has the better American dream, Wade Barrett and Del Rio. Del Rio very technical, very submission-based in his style. Barrett's just a bare-knuckle brawler. Del Rio with a shoulder block. Kick, stunning Barrett against the ropes. And then now Barrett with a back body drop, sending Del Rio outside of the ring, and Barrett saying, "Come and get me." Del Rio with a kick, and another one, and a third one. Some fast kicks from Del Rio. Del Rio has some of the hardest kicks we've seen in wrestling. And a backbreaker on the outside. Del Rio with a big right hand, and now no, Wade Barrett is throwing him back inside the ring. 5 count already by the ref. Hopefully Wade Barrett don't get counted out. He gets back inside the ring. Knife edge chop by Del Rio, but Wade Barrett headbutt knocking Del Rio down. Barrett with an elbow to the side of the face. Del Rio's trying to attack him, and a big kick there stunning Barrett, and another one. And Barrett again throwing Del Rio, but this time he hangs on. But Barrett with a big left hand knocks him down. And we are again outside of the ring. Del Rio wants to keep this inside of the ring because he can lock in one of those deadly submissions at any time, but he rolls him over, but Barrett gets his foot on the rope. Barrett looks like he's trying to work something out in his shoulder. A clothesline by Del Rio knocking him down. One, no, a kick out. And some more of those vicious kicks, but Wade Barrett has some vicious left and rights. Del Rio gets out of a big punch and lands a couple more kicks. Barrett reverses the Irish whip. And Barrett with a spine buster. Very unique spine buster. Doing his signature boom chant. And now, just pounding away on Del Rio. And any one of those shots can open up a cut in Alberto Del Rio. Now Del Rio using some fists of his own. And another tilt-a-war backbreaker. And they're going for the cover. One. No, a kick out by Barrett. Trying for some more kicks is Del Rio. Throwing him into the ropes. And a kick knocking him down. Del Rio going outside the ring, but Barrett throwing him right back inside. Del Rio now running the ropes. Is he thinking maybe jumping outside? Nope. Barrett gets back inside the ring and Del Rio catches himself. And a German suplex by Wade Barrett. Barrett with an elbow in the back. Del Rio gets up and Barrett with another spine buster. Del Rio counters whatever Barrett was thinking. And Del Rio with a clothesline. And another clothesline. A duck. And a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and Del Rio's on a roll. And Del Rio looking for that kick. And a big kick there from Del Rio, maybe knocking out Wade Barrett. Hesitated. I don't know what he was thinking, but goes into a cover 1, 2, no. Wade and Del Rio trying to lock in the cross arm breaker. We'll see if this will work. This is Del Rio's signature, but Wade Barrett is tough, and that hasn't really worked on the arm. But will Del Rio make Barrett tap out, or can Barrett find a counter? I tell you what, if Barrett finds a counter, he needs to do it quick. Is Barrett going to tap? Wade Barrett. No, somehow it looks like Del Rio realized they need to work on the arm or something, but you see he's trying to shake out the pain. And Barrett counters again with a spine buster. Barrett hitting a lot of spine busters as counters. Wade Barrett, a right hand, trying to stun Del Rio, but Del Rio reverses the Irish whip. And Del Rio with a big kick while Barrett's on the apron. And Del Rio with a vertical suplex, getting him back inside the ring the hard way. Del Rio running the ropes and a big clothesline. Del Rio's building momentum, but now Barrett with a big right. And Barrett using a kind of like a slingshot backbreaker, an innovative move there by Wade Barrett. Gets some control back in this matchup, and now just pounding away on Del Rio. Any one of those shots could cause bleeding as well as concussions. Del Rio running the ropes and a big enziguri by Alberto Del Rio, maybe knocking out Wade Barrett. Turns him over, hooks the leg, 1, 2. No, Barrett gets the shoulder up at 2. Now just trying for those kicks, but Barrett counters. It looks like Barrett is looking for Wasteland, his signature maneuver, Wasteland. Looks like he's going to go for the cover, try to end it on that 1, 2. No, Del Rio gets the shoulder up at 2. One of Barrett's signature maneuvers. And another enziguri by Alberto Del Rio. But Barrett hammering away with fists. A great back and forth match here on Superstars of Today. And Barrett, powerbomb. Now Barrett dragging him back to the ring. Flips him over, 1, 2, no. Del Rio whipping Barrett in the turnbuckle. Del Rio. What a move there by Alberto Del Rio. Almost like a Frankensteiner or something type maneuver. A very athletic move from Del Rio, going back to some of his lucha libre roots. But Del Rio looking for another one of those kicks, and he gets him. And Del Rio looking to lock in the cross arm breaker for a second time. Is Barrett going to tap? Second time that the cross arm breaker's been locked in, and Barrett has to tap out. Del Rio gets the victory. Barrett taps out, and Alberto Del Rio gets the victory by submission. A great back and forth match here on Superstars of Today. As you see, Barrett hitting Wasteland, one of his signature maneuvers, maybe could have been over. But Del Rio, the resilient Del Rio, was able to kick out at 2, as you see here. But finally, the first time didn't really work. You see one of those devastating kicks by Del Rio. The first time with the cross arm breaker, he wasn't worn down good enough, but this time he was. And as you see, he taps out. Of course, that's Barrett. That's the best part of Barrett's body, is those arms and fists that he likes to use. But Del Rio, the United States champion, scores a victory. So Del Rio gets the victory. He's going to go against JBL, who also scored a victory. So it'll be interesting. Both of these men have momentum. We'll see who can come out victorious. Well, you see Brian and Kingston, and you gotta wonder. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you think maybe Kofi Kingston's helping him out just to get a world title shot or something? Who knows? But let's look at the matches for No Forgiveness. Just announced on the pre-show for No Forgiveness It's going to be the primetime players, or not the primetime players, the world's most valuable tag team versus Tons of Funk on the pre-show. We also have Fandango versus Biggie Langston coming out of Heatwave. A nice rivalry between two young superstars. Christian versus Kofi Kingston. And the winner or the loser will be banned from ringside during the world title match. We also have something that really has been escalating, one of the most fierce rivalries in PAWL, the Shield versus Primetime Players and Ziggler. Reigns goes one-on-one with Ziggler. We also have the Big Show versus The Miz. These men costing each other matches back and forth over the last 3 weeks. And we'll see in a one-on-one contest who truly is the better superstar. We just saw one of these men in action, Wade Barrett. Both of these men with losses tonight. But this is probably going to be the biggest brawl on the card, Wade Barrett, Sheamus. Match that was just confirmed last week on Heatwave, CM Punk versus Batista. Can old school Batista beat new school Punk? Going into championship matches, we really saw this escalate as well. The other members of the Shield, Ambrose and Rollins versus the Primetime Players. Will PTP be able to take the gold away from the Shield? Also, Antonio Cesaro takes on the winner of the 4-man Intercontinental Championship #1 Contenders Tournament, Chris Jericho, for the title. Can Jericho become a 10-time champion? In a battle of rights, JBL, the man who thinks that Alberto Del Rio should go back to Mexico, Alberto Del Rio defends. Can he prove that he was born in Mexico, made in America? That world title match, main event for Superstars of today, Edge takes on the young and upstart Daniel Bryan. And in our main event, the dominant PAWL champion from Heatwave, Brock Lesnar, goes one-on-one with John Cena. Can Cena stop the beast incarnate known as Brock Lesnar? But it is main event time, folks. Edge and Christian are going to reunite to take on Kingston and Bryan. Throwback to about 15 years ago when Edge and Christian were taking tag team titles regularly. Now Edge is the world heavyweight champion and Christian almost a sidekick of sorts. Still being his friend, trying to make sure that he continues to win. I tell you, with all this bidding that Christian's doing for Edge, I think Edge should give him a title shot. I mean, we just saw that Daniel Bryan said if he wins the world title, or he said win, but you know, that's not a definite. He'll give Kingston an opportunity. Why don't we see Edge versus Christian for that world title? But here comes the young upstart from Ghana, Kofi Kingston, trying to help even the odds. All started a few weeks ago, helping even the odds for his best friend Daniel Bryan in his quest to culminate with the Yes Movement and win the World Heavyweight Championship. It can happen this Sunday. If Daniel Bryan wins, the Yes Movement will be strong in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. And here he comes, the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan. Yes chants ringing out through here, through the Cleveland Arena. As Daniel Bryan, the leader of the Yes Movement, leading us in Yes chants. Well, Daniel Bryan, if he can win here tonight, certainly will build momentum for the match that is going to be happening at No Forgiveness. You see, the fans are pumped up. They want to see Bryan and Kingston win. Already getting some yes chants in. Crowd chanting yes as Kingston with an insert. Kingston and the world champ Edge started off. Edge with a float over DDT, though. Kingston with a block and a big right hand to Edge. Edge with a side headlock. Some more yes chants. This crowd is pumped up in Cleveland. They want to see their man Daniel Bryan win. Edge, Irish whipping Kofi Kingston. And Kingston with a monkey flip. Edge taking control of the arm. An Irish whipping. No, Kingston comes back with a belly-to-belly suplex. Edge with a front face lock. Looks like we got some "We Want Christian" chants. I don't know what you would want, Christian. Now they're chanting "We Want Brian." This match is kind of similar to the one we saw in Heat Wave, where Cena, the #1 contender for the world title, took on, or teamed with CM Punk to take on Lesnar and Batista. Kind of the same aspect. We have the world champ teaming with Christian to take on Kofi Kingston, who is Christian's opponent, and the #1 contender Daniel Bryan. And here we go, some tag team specialty from Edge and Christian, throwing it back a couple years. And now we have a preview for No Forgiveness. Of course, this match, Kofi Kingston versus Christian, this has serious implications, folks, on the World Heavyweight Championship match. Here's the deal. Christian had been accompanying Edge to ringside. Some say it cost him the world title, cost Daniel Bryan an opportunity at the world title on the first week. Kofi Kingston came out in the second week to say, hey, Daniel Bryan's my friend and I want to even up the odds. Shawn Michaels admitted, and I was thinking this as well, it got a little bit overblown, a little bit, the men accompanying each other ringside got too involved. So he set up Kofi Kingston versus Christian. And what happened was the loser of this match will be banned from ringside in the world title match. Just say Kofi Kingston wins, Kofi Kingston can accompany Daniel Bryan to ringside, but Christian is banned. If Christian wins, vice versa. Now Daniel Bryan going to the top rope. Bryan and Christian, the legal men, in a missile drop kick by Daniel Bryan. Yes chants raining throughout the arena. Daniel Bryan kicking that arm. Bryan now whipping Christian into the corner. And one of those signature corner drop kicks from Daniel Bryan. Goes for the cover rope break. Christian now whipping Daniel Bryan into his corner. Tagging in Edge now. And here we go. We'll get a preview of the match at No Forgiveness, the world title match. We saw Edge and Daniel Bryan go out on the first week for the world title. And Edge took out the referee. That's a little bit weird. I don't know if he's going to be trying to do something underhanded. But now they lock up. Here we go. Edge and Bryan. This will be the world title match at No Forgiveness. Edge, vertical suplex on Daniel Bryan. Now Bryan counters, punch to the gut. And Bryan, no, Edge counters with a flapjack. Bryan with a big kick, though, knocking down Edge. And now tagging in Kofi Kingston. Kofi running right towards Edge. Kofi with a big clothesline, knocking him down. And Kofi Kingston. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes the boom drop from Kofi Kingston. And now a cover by Kingston. 1, 2, no. Edge kicks out. Edge now, front face lock. Back suplex. Edge now, clothesline out of the corner. Edge with a kick to the gut. And Edge looking for the execution DDT. Cover now. No, a kick out by Kingston. And a chop down. And now here comes Daniel Bryan with the tag. Daniel Bryan knocking down Edge. Daniel Bryan knocking Christian off the apron. And Daniel Bryan is fired up. And Daniel Bryan looking for those signature kicks. 3 to the chest. And 1 to the head. And yes, chants are raining throughout the arena. Daniel Bryan setting up for the knee on Edge. Daniel Bryan. And the knee connects on Edge. Daniel Bryan's going to pin Edge. Here we go. 1, 2. No, Christian breaks it up. And that's what I'm talking about. Christian could be that distraction if he can beat Kofi Kingston. Edge from behind. No, but Daniel Bryan reverses. Bryan, big move there. Bryan had Edge beat, but Christian came in and broke it up. Now Bryan whipping Edge into the corner. Daniel Bryan, corner drop kick. What's going to happen here? Bryan looking for the yes lock. The yes lock. Is Edge going to tap out? Bryan, Edge, looks like he's going to tap out, but no, Christian breaks it up again. See, that's why Christian shouldn't be at ringside. Christian, all he does is break it up. Daniel Bryan had Edge beat twice. He had Edge beat the first week for the world title, but stupid Christian has to keep getting involved. And now Daniel Bryan saying, Kofi, you want a shot at Christian, you can have him. Daniel Bryan turned the tables, distracting him. Now what's Kofi Kingston going to do? He's saying, bring it on, Christian. Kingston, no, Christian from behind. Christian, kill switch. Kill switch engaged. Then Kingston got busted up. And now Edge trying to knock Daniel Bryan off the apron, but it doesn't happen. Kill switch engaged. And Bryan breaks it up. So Bryan returning the favor, saying, Christian, you want to break up my win, I'll break up yours. But Kofi Kingston is busted up here. Looks like he has a cut in the head. A laceration. A drop kick, stunning Kingston against the ropes. And Christian now has control of this match. Christian knocking Kingston off the apron. And now Daniel Bryan, he's mad at Christian. He's getting physical with Christian now. Trying to kick him from the apron. Here comes Kingston back inside the ring. Bloody Kingston. Daniel Bryan again. And a headbutt from Kingston. Not the smartest of moves considering he's bleeding. But here comes Daniel Bryan. Bet Daniel Bryan wants to get his hands on Christian after just costing him the match twice. But Christian with a nice reversal. Daniel Bryan gets picked up. And now Kingston. And a slap in the face. And Daniel Bryan's getting fired up. Got some yes chants. But Christian with a drop kick. And you see Edge on the apron. He is fired up for Christian. And a big clothesline knocking down Bryan. But Bryan nips up. Bryan with a kip up. And here comes Daniel Bryan. Bryan flipping. We've seen this from Daniel Bryan to build momentum. A miss. And Daniel Bryan's fired up. Daniel Bryan's getting fired up, and here comes some more of those kicks. Crowd chanting yes, and a big kick to the head of Christian. And Daniel Bryan looking for the knee. Kingston knocks Edge off the apron. Kingston knocks Edge off the apron, making sure he doesn't get involved. The knee connects. And Daniel Bryan with the cover. One, two. No, Edge breaks it up again. Edge again breaks it up. You saw there, Edge runs in and breaks it up. Daniel Bryan's had this match won 3 times. And now another submission move, and Edge again breaking it up. You can see the kind of distractions Edge and Christian can pose when they're in each other's corner. Now Christian's bleeding along with Kingston, and a superplex. Christian changing momentum, and you see Edge is fired up. And Daniel Bryan is down, and here comes Edge. But Daniel Bryan rolls him up. Rolls up Edge. 1, 2. He got him. Daniel Bryan pinned Edge. Daniel Bryan pins Edge again. Daniel Bryan was down. Edge was saying, tag me in, Christian. Christian tags him in, and as soon as he gets in, Daniel Bryan rolls him up, and Christian can't break it up. Daniel Bryan pins his opponent for Sunday. Daniel Bryan pins the World Heavyweight Champion Edge. Daniel Bryan had this match win against Edge twice and against Christian once if it wasn't for Edge and Christian breaking up each other's pinfalls. You see after this superplex here, Daniel Bryan was dazed and Edge wanted to get tagged in, but as you see, Daniel Bryan rolls him up. And will that be the scene Sunday? Will Kofi Kingston beat Christian, have Christian banned from ringside? And will the Yes Movement culminate with a World Heavyweight Championship victory for Daniel Bryan? This arena is going crazy. Join us at No Forgiveness. Will it happen? Will the Yes Movement culminate in Daniel Bryan this Sunday as the World Heavyweight Champion?